Hi, Year 10. Lesson 3 of your mini project to do with Wool4schools. You have already researched, or you should have, for your first lesson, looked at what other designers have done already to do with environmentally friendly clothing or wool clothing to do with modes of transport. And last lesson, you'll have looked at wool. So properties of wool. I'm trying to think what was in that lesson now. So you should have looked at information about properties of wool, processing, source, how wool fabric is made, etc. This lesson is designing. So by the end of this lesson, you'll have drawn a quick page of initial design ideas, and I mean just scribbling rough ideas, and a final outfit. So this one needs to be done to the best of your ability. Let me talk you through it a little bit. Um, Initial design ideas. Now, I was taught something when I was at uni, and this guy in this video here is saying exactly the same thing. We were told, or we had a timer set, you got 5 minutes to draw one design idea really quickly, and then 4 minutes, and then 3 minutes, and we kept going until we had a second, and we've done loads of scribbly ideas. But it's actually a brilliant way of generating design ideas because you can't fixate on it, you can't focus on your drawing, it's just trying to get those ideas out your head as quick as possible. So watch this video. This is a teacher of product design, which is the same GCSE as us. He is talking about architecture, ignore that, but the concept is exactly the same. So rather than him, he was doing 25 designs in 25 minutes. See if you can set a timer for 15 minutes, do one design a minute, quick as you can, just rough out on a bit of paper. It doesn't have to be on a figure. If you're doing clothing, it's literally just mapping ideas out. It could just be parts of a garment or parts of a bag or a hat or product or whatever it is you're thinking of. Before you do that, obviously you need to think about what it is you're designing. So you should pick your mode of transport. It's got to be an eco-friendly mode of transport. If you're stuck as to which to choose, just Google eco-friendly modes of transport. It might be that you're on a scooter to school or cycling to work. It might be that you're on an electric bike or you're on a tram. If you look in some countries, they have trams that run on electricity, very environmentally friendly. So have a look, pick one, and then you're going to design a product for it. So those initial designs, just based on anything that would suit somebody on that mode of transport. If you're stuck, look back to your first lesson where you've created a mood board. In fact, not just if you're stuck, all of you should look back at your mood board and you will have looked at some work of others, work of other designers. So what sort of things they've designed around um, things that you can wear for getting about. So look back at your first lesson, pick a mode of transport, 15 quick designs in 15 minutes on a piece of paper, and then you're going to photograph or scan that and upload that onto the slide. Second task for this lesson is your final design. So if you have a look through these slides, let me take, oh, no, don't want the video on. There we go. Okay, so you'll put your initial designs photo on here. Then, looking at your initial designs, I want you to use Scamper. I don't know if you looked at this in product design last year, hopefully you did. If you didn't, that's fine. It's all listed out here. You can look at that page of scribble designs and you can use Scamper, so substitute, combine. So especially as a designer, you might have two little things that you've scribbled out and you think, actually, if I combine those two ideas, that would make a brilliant product. So look through Scamper, use that to help pull all those design ideas that you did in your 15 quick designs and choose a final design. Now, your final design, I want you to draw out at the best of your ability on a plain piece of paper. Oh, excuse me. You need to annotate it. So you'll be annotating it with obviously the fabric or the main fabric you're using will be wool or some kind of wool mix. If you have a look at your first KO from the first term, have a list of types of fabric and their properties. You can also just Google that if you want, if you can't find your KO. So it might be that you look at polyester because it's quick drying, and you want to mix that with wool, which isn't so quick drying, to combine a fabric that be suitable for being outside. So state what type of fabric you would like. I would like you to render it. That's a fancy way of saying colour it in, maybe add any texture or patterns that you want on your fabric. And I want you to explain any features on it, pockets, collars, zips, clips, anything that's on your product. Want to be annotated and explaining your design idea. So all of that I've said is on this slide to explain what you need to do. And then obviously on this next slide, add a photograph, or if you can scan it in, it'll be clearer. But either way, put that on this slide here. If you get stuck, if I come out of this, we have on your lesson for today, I've put some figure templates. Obviously, if you're designing a bag or a hat, you won't want to use these, but we have a female figure on the second page, a male figure. So depending on your designs, you can use either of those if they help. And then also it'd be a very good idea if you have a look through the examples before you get started. So these are examples from last year's Wool for Schools competition. You've got several different examples here. They've obviously laid their design work out in slightly different ways. So have a look through. You can see they're all completely annotated. We are not looking for the best piece of art. I'm looking for the best idea and the fact that you've listed your ideas and your concepts there as well. So have a look through those. And I look forward to seeing what you do. Make sure you give me a shout, email me if you get stuck. I am teaching in school, but I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have fun.